In this talk, I want to present some ideas about how assessment may play a part not just measuring learning of math, but in actually assisting the process of popularizing of math. In other words, a shift from assessment of learning of math to assessment for popularizing of math. The logic of the foregoing arguments is that the primary purpose of the topic study group 62, popularization of mathematics, is about using interesting and inspiring mathematics to motivate students through an alternance of theoretical works and live performance and its talk. I want to concentrate on the role that assessment can play in the design of operation of such environment. Specifically, I want to talk about the role that assessment plays in the popularization of mathematics on track. Here are two articles to present: Keeping Popularization of Mathematics on Track, Formative Assessment, and the impact of popularization-oriented assessment, creating excitement. These two articles will bring together those who popularize mathematics through assessment. The argument that I present rests on the following four assumptions. First assumption is East, West, home's best. It means home is the best or most ideal place to be. We are going to say that classroom is the best or most ideal place to popularize mathematics. No matter how exhilarating outdoor popularization of mathematics are, students' beliefs about mathematics are thrilled to calm conclusion inside the classroom. No matter how advanced popularization out of the classroom can be, the popularization out of the classroom will not replace the extraordinary effect of the popularity of mathematics in the classroom. The out of the classroom world may have taken over many aspects of mathematics, but the classroom, with its human interaction between teachers and students, and among students themselves, remains the main concerns of the beliefs about the mathematics. Second assumption is being friends with mathematics. The popularization of mathematics in a classroom is a condition in which mathematics is being liked, admired, and supported by many students. So we consider the popularization of mathematics equal to students being friends with mathematics. Third assumption is assessment is double-edged sword. Assessment can evoke strong emotions, negative associations, and genuine fear of mathematics, and it has a profound effect on students' beliefs and mathematics. Teaching mathematics may come easy by assessment, but assessment may disappoint students in learning mathematics too. Although assessment is a key component of mathematics education, but it can also help demotivate students. By being told they have little chance of being friends with mathematics because of poor evaluation results in mathematics. Math today seems to be more solitary than ever before, as mathematics motivation gradually falls through the high school. In addition, we see the significant decrease of number of math students. Assessment is a double-edged sword. You can say assessment can be both beneficial or problematic to popularization of mathematics. Fourth assumption is a question. What if mathematics is not popularization by assessment? I'm going to provide introduction to popularization-oriented assessment, explaining the research-based rationale for using this approach. It is going to outline how this approach can increase teachers and students' interesting and inspiring mathematics upkeep. It offers examples for implementing of approach. Each example gives a glimpse of how followers are addressing issues. The object of the talk is to give specialists helpful data on POA that are critical to mathematics education research. One goal of the article is to encourage a feeling of mathematics educational research network and association among analysis. Another is to increase awareness of upkeep of mathematics popularization related themes and concerns. Keeping interesting and inspiring to motivate mathematics learnings from preschool to college is challenging. Although there are researchers to popularize mathematics through live performance, exhibits, the media, and outreach programs, interplay of assessment and popularization have received little attention. Neither popularization nor assessment were not unfamiliar to mathematics education researchers. However, popularization-oriented assessment is different. It is not an add-on, but an all-comprehensive approach. This approach is becoming even more making sense in today's great request to popularization mathematics, as we really need more friends of mathematics in one hand, and the other hand, the influence of assessment on students' experience of mathematics.
الان بردار توسکستان کشیدیم و بریم بردار فیروزکو هم بکشیم که بردار برایندمون رو آخر سرجم
تا گرگان انتخاب کردیم مسیر فیروزکو بود. شهرهایی که پشت سر هم بودن برداراشون رو پشت سر هم انداختیم و برایند این بردارای پشت سر هم شد این بردار زد.
خب مسیر ما از شاهرود تا گرگان بود که ما جاده دیباج رو انتخاب کردیم و همینطور که میبینید مسافتش 267 کیلومتره و زمان مسافرتش هم 3 ساعت و 15 دقیقه که ما داخل جدول.
The importance of mathematics popularity has been emphasized in many ways anyway. Our general presumption is that we really need more friends of mathematics. Moreover, we believe assessment is an important found or hidden part of mathematics education and rose in 2018 when investigating what influenced students' experience of mathematics. Assessment came out as a result. In addition, students and teachers found popularization-oriented assessment fun, motivating, and challenging because they play an active role in popularizing mathematics through assessment. You may ask, how does popularization-oriented assessment? Well, benefit students and their teachers. This approach motivates teachers to assessment that should be interesting to students. As teachers want to popularize mathematics through assessment, it allowing them to select topics that are relevant to students' lives. Mathematics teachers are increasingly working with learners who have a wide range of abilities. Math education researchers are seeking ways to respond to needs of these students. Popularization-oriented assessment provides one way to introduce a wider range of learning opportunities in mathematics. It can engage learners from diverse technology backgrounds because learners can choose assessment styles that are related to their own experiences. Followers who may make popularization as a target of assessment reported that many students who often struggle in evaluation find fun for learning mathematics. Other researchers noted that by facilitating enjoyable assessment of mathematics, popularization-oriented assessment could help teachers and students prepare for real-world problem-solving skills. You may ask, what is popularization-oriented assessment? Popularization-oriented assessment is an approach to make mathematics education that uses assessment to make mathematics popular. What does it mean in practice? Popularization-oriented assessment provides a structure for integrating assessment and popularization. It helps teachers to ensure that assessment directly contribute to achievement of each learner's interesting and inspiring mathematics. You may ask, is POA completely new for teachers? Both popularization and assessment in the mathematics education curriculum is neither new nor revolutionary. But using assessment as a tool of mathematical popularity is an innovation. The idea behind popularization-oriented assessment is familiar to mathematics teachers, as they monitoring their student progress and beliefs. What is new about the concept of popularization-oriented assessment is that integrates popularization and assessment. Why is POA is a better approach to both mathematics and mathematics learners? Popularization-oriented assessment aims to deliver measurably better results for learners while reducing mathematics solidarity by managing evidence for learners to become trained with mathematics. How about the learner? What is the learner's role in POA? Popularization-oriented assessment also aims to give learners more chance to manage their own learning based on reliable evidence of assessment, and to set and achieve their own goals of learning mathematics. It helps students to be more taken into account by teachers, as teachers make an attempt to popularize mathematics. Is POA mainly about identifying strengths and weaknesses in a popularization-oriented approach to assessment? The spotlight isn't just the conclusion of qualities and shortcomings, but on the assessment effect of learners. The purpose of keeping popularization of mathematics on track was to inform the effect of formative assessment on popularization of mathematics. 30 students participated in the case of Victor Education in High School of Shahrud as a part of a popularization-oriented assessment. It has been tried to keep popularization of mathematics on track by formative assessment. Proper use of internet, computer software, mobile application, teamwork skills, the ability to solve problems out of the traditional exams, to relate mathematics to the real-life issue, and using interesting and inspiring mathematics to motivate participants were among the features of this study. In addition, the students' self-assessment highlighted the strengths and weaknesses of learning process. Observing students' enjoyable engagement in vector education, explore the connections between popularization and formative assessment. In the present study, the formative assessment of the 8th grade vector course was conducted using the popularization approach. 30 students participated in 8th grade of female high school. The students were into groups. The students were expected to be able to draw the results vector of vectors. In addition, the students were expected to interpret the results vector as issues of everyday life. The students were asked to question in form of a story, to find another route to have traveled from Shanghai to Gorgon, while considering the flooding and road blockage using road router softwares. The students were also asked to find the distance and time of each route and instance in the table. The students should also answer the main question whether the shoulder road route takes less time to travel due to floods and route security. Moreover, the students were asked to draw the results vector of vectors with the same starting points and illustrate the application of the everyday life issues. The students and their teachers, several self-reported attitudes used to measure the popularization of mathematics. There were 3 sources for data collections: the students' individual comments, students' conversations, and students' written practices. All the sources were considered simultaneously when analyzing the data. We know formative assessment was hypothesized to have a beneficial impact on students' achievement by enhancing motivation. Also, popularization was hypothesized to have a beneficial impact on students' motivation too. Although the research shows that mathematics popularization of mathematics is important, but the interaction between evaluation and popularization have received less attention. Popularization of mathematics cannot be measured easily. However, this study, both students' enjoyable engagement and their self-report showed that formative assessment have a positive influence on popularization of mathematics. By this study, we come to the conclusion that integrating popularization and assessment helps to fill the gap between what the students want to know and what they want to be. Students want to know about the real-world mathematics, and they want to be friends of mathematics too. The basis of POA is to create assessment for enjoyable learning mathematics. Formative assessment became the most effective tool when presentation of students is part of it. Students highlighted directions and oriented of vectors in friends' shipment story. The more is 2 friends in the same direction, the better is the friendship results. In addition, the use of assessment to apply popularization enhances students' learning motivation. Self-assessment emerges in students' learning motivation in order to be aware of students' own strengths and weaknesses. Students, with the help of their teachers, designed the diagnostic table to evaluate vector conceptual learning. Diagnostic table was offering criteria for determining very good, and needed more effect. The main purpose of formative assessment is to improve students' learning conditions by eliminating undesirable anxiety caused by exams. Traditional exams are quite the opposite of mathematics popularity. But in this study, while students understand the depths of application and power of the mathematics through formative assessment, one of the benefits for students is being friendly with mathematics. Popularization of mathematics should not shy away from assessment of mathematics. The balance between popularization and assessment is in the mind of many mathematics teachers who spend their time and effort to mathematics education and research, but perhaps with different opinions. Some might see popularization provide fun and excitement, but not enough of the underlying mathematics. Although, however, may think that formative assessment is quite enough already as a means to arouse interesting and inspiring mathematics. Obviously, the cooperation between popularization and assessment presents a troublesome undertaking that requires a carefully and judiciously planning. Popularization indicates that mathematics should be fun and enjoyable, while assessment indicates that mathematics should be burden and unpleasant. So the mathematics education may be shipwrecked off the cost of classroom and will almost down if it can't decide whether mathematics should be interesting or boring. It's a question how assessment can get the students excitement. How can we capitalize on such assessment to lead the students further on being friends with mathematics? We think using a formative assessment alongside the popularizing can help. The article attempts to answer the question, can formative assessment improve popularization of mathematics? The answer is yes. The excitement behind the impact of popularization-oriented assessment is to exhibit a few ideas regarding how assessment may have a more influence in really promoting popularization, not simply in estimating the results of learning mathematics. To do so, four presumptions are introduced, and we accompany the end that assessment can affect popularization of mathematics. We clarified how POA gave opportunity to coordinate assessment and popularization of mathematics. The POA motivates teachers to manage assessment that should be exciting to students. As teachers want to popularize mathematics through assessment, it's allowing them to select topics that are relative to students' life by connection between analytic and visual and could help facility of enjoyable assessments of differential equations. In addition, by comparing three methods of geometric approach in visualizing differential equations, make assessment to serve popularization. The figure is dynamic method to differential equation that use assessment to make mathematics popular.